Yard baby, let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about the yard. Let's talk about the yard inactively.
Yes.
Oh, look at me, just like little product placement at the end. Awesome.
I thank you.
You're welcome. Yes. So my name is Eduardo Placer. I am the host of Let's Talk. And this is an opportunity here to celebrate our members at the yard and what they're accomplishing, what they're celebrating, and also what it means to be a fearless entrepreneur and business owner in the city that we love, New York City.
The fearless city.
The fearless city, totally. So this is Mark Progano, and he is one of the 3 co-founders of Actively. And it's such an honor to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we just met yesterday.
Yes.
Which was kind of awesome. He came up to me we were both at the Lower East Side, which is not our home.
No, I've been there once in the last 3 months.
Yeah, so
just to meet you.
Yeah.
By chance.
And I mean, what are the odds of all the places we just happened to be like, hey, I'm going to be on Let's Talk. It was kind of really awesome.
I think I confused you a little bit.
I had no idea who you were. I was like, oh my God, who is this person? I need to know him. Why do I need to know him? And then you gave a context. And
I tried.
Awesome. So welcome. So let's talk about Actively. Now, I'm a physical person. I'm engaged in different sports opportunities here in the city. And I think that you guys are really looking to solve a real pain point for the New York City, on-the-go, fitness-conscious, exercise-conscious dweller. So what was the origin of that, and what are you guys solving?
So we're really focused on the boutique fitness, which is just any class, yoga class, spin, so on and so forth. I assume you do CrossFit, you said?
I do CrossFit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're not quite there yet, but it'd be awesome to get there.
Well, if you need a contact at CrossFit NYC, I can totally hook you up. Yeah.
There we go. Connections are made.
Always. Online, networking. Yeah.
It's been an interesting journey to get to this point. We've been in this space, myself and my 2 co-founders, for a year or so.
Who happen to be in the other room.
I think they're watching.
Which is kind of awesome. Hi, guys.
Christina,
it's just
Jason.
kind of great that they came to support you.
Yes.
I just love that.
I wouldn't want them anywhere else.
And, hashtag no big deal, there's also something you want to share about one of your co-founders.
I think a rumor on the street is that we're dating.
What? I think that's awesome. Pre-actively.
We joined as a package deal.
You joined as a package deal. But what's so awesome is and this isn't your first entrepreneurship venture, right?
Official, yes.
It's the first official one.
Yes.
But I just love that as a couple, you choose to not only be together, but then also create together, which I think is really hot. That's awesome.
We ran a creative studio for a while before it. And that's kind of what connected us to Actively. Right. And Jason, who was running a similar venture, which kind of merged into and became Actively with all of us together.
Right. So you were talking about the story of how you guys got started, right?
Yes.
Great. I interrupted you because I was I want to you're together.
Everybody.
This is the soap opera part of it. We're like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Yeah.
I think what it really comes down to is after all of our experiences and everything we've been through, we realize that it's hard to get into a class.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick a studio. Once you even know your studio, it's hard to book the studio that works for you.
Yeah.
In New York City, we all work crazy hours.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get into that and get yourself signed in and click on the right buttons. You end up in the right place at the right time.
And what's so weird too is that all of these different gyms have different software.
Yes.
I know for CrossFit NYC, if I go online, it's a very different experience than I'm using mobile, and then there's another app. So none of it is seamless. None of it is easy.
Right. And what we found was 85% of people went to 2 or more studios each year.
Yeah.
So what we wanted to do is, hey, you go to this studio, go to that studio, this one. We want to centralize it. Let's put it into one app. Cool. Save your login for you, so you don't have to log in a million times. Because we all love passwords so much. Oh my God. Passwords are the best thing ever.
And then what I hate is that I have my password. It's the going password.
They say not to do that.
And then they shift it, right? Then I have to change one. I have to change them all to whatever the new one is.
But warning, fun fact: if one gets hacked,
then they all get hacked.
Then you know the login for everything.
I know.
So no.
I just gave everybody my information on Let's Talk. So we're just going to delete.
We're going to change all of that. I got a laptop. We'll
change everything. Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha.
Awesome. Yeah. So you were saying people 2 or more studios,
right?
Average New Yorker, and it's not an easy experience.
So we wanted to say, instead of going to Studio X's app and Studio Y's website and then jump in between this and that login, let's put it into one app. make it a really good experience, make it fun to use, enjoyable, and then add additional features like artificial intelligence and just like predictive analytics that say, hey, this is a class you probably want to take. So you don't have to spend time booking, you just get in the class and go with sweat. That's all we want to do.
And you know, it becomes such a nightmare too, because I find myself sometimes I'm on the subway with like limited Wi-Fi.
Exactly.
Booking, you know, trying to book it or trying to cancel or trying to reschedule, because then you're on the train and then the train gets delayed, you know, and then you miss the class and then you're just like, you lose the money that you put in, you know. So
that was like the inspiring factor. Like that story was close to exactly what we wanted to solve.
So what were the courses what were the classes that you guys were taking? I mean, this is obviously a space that you're interested in. I'm only the president, but I'm also a client. You know, I just love that I turned out to the camera for that one. But what was your experience? Like, what are your favorite classes to take in the city? And I don't know if you can share product placement.
I've had great experiences at so many places.
Cool. Do you get to try them all out because of this app?
So before Actively, as everybody knows, it existed, we actually booked people into an introductory program. So introducing people to fitness. And a lot of people from the yard joined in on that. And
awesome.
We booked them. We built an assistant that was half artificial, half human. And
so now you're going into the AI conversation. Yes. Kickball change, hashtag no big deal, hashtag cutting edge, right? So how did you develop this whole AI technology part of it? Or how did you incorporate that into this product?
After about 6 weeks of booking multiple people all at once, we realized that it was very hard for us to do it for those people.
Right.
We jumped into just doing it for the three of us and a couple other team members that were bouncing in and out. And it was just difficult. Yeah. It was painful. Yeah. And so we said, okay, we have this assistant that helps a little bit, but a schedule view, like I don't want to chit chat. Like I always think of like phone menus, press 1 for this, press 2 for that. Like, I don't want to do that and deal with a schedule.
Correct.
I want to be able to see the schedule. Yeah. And our co-founder, Christina, was like, no, we need to do a schedule. She drew up this beautiful concept, which became what you all see.
Yeah.
And we paired it with our assistant. So we said, okay, you're on the train or you're at home. Right. Just send a quick text message saying, hey, when's my class? Right. And it will answer you. Or, hey, can you reschedule my class for the same time next week? Yeah. And it will do it for you.
So you can text?
You could text it, and you can use Google Assistant and Amazon Echo. What? And just talk to it. So you don't need to be in the app to do it. But if you're in the app, you can still do everything.
So I can, there's a number that I text, which is my virtual assistant for Actively.
Yes. We call her Ellie.
Ellie?
Ellie.
Oh my God, I love Ellie.
Ellie's your best friend.
I know an amazing Ellie. So now I have an image, my dear friend Ellie Shepley. I have like an image of Ellie. She's amazing. She's awesome. And she's in the health and wellness space.
There we go.
So
we have to meet all the Ellies.
You have to meet Ellie. Yeah. So Ellie is your basically concierge.
Yes.
You know, so I'm like, I'm doing yoga and I'm doing kickboxing.
You could do anything through her. She actually runs the app.
Oh my God.
So if you use the interface and you hit book, you're actually sending her a message behind the scenes. Yeah. And she's answering and she'll pop up and be like, hey, I booked it for you. And you can click it and just be like, oh wait, no, I didn't mean to book that, whatever. Yeah. Or can you give me directions?
Does Ellie get sassy with you if you yell at Ellie? That would be
There's
fun.
been a lot of debates about how she should work on language.
Yeah.
I mean, people will thank her, but people won't. When we were doing the pilot, it was interesting to see.
I think that'd be fun if like a thank you would be nice. Like if she's like a millennial who has like a little bit of an attitude.
She might.
You know what I mean? I think that would be fun. Like to engage, you know, and it's first of all, like I think that, I mean, you're speaking to like definitely a pain point that I think affects a lot of urban dwellers. You know, like I can see it.
We want it to work everywhere too. So we're any booking software you use as a studio, we want to work with it, or we already do work with it.
And you use the AI technology to kind of bridge the gap.
Yes. So the user to get into the studio.
Okay, got it.
We're lowering the bar and trying to increase retention to the studio, saying, hey, you know, I want to go. And I can't go as a consumer. Right. And the studios obviously want you to go. And if you bought a package to the studio, it's like, wait, I need to use that? Right. I've forgotten studio. I've got an email two weeks in advance saying, hey, your class is about to expire. Right. 2 days later, they say it expired. Right. I said, oh, thanks for reminding me.
So Ellie will manage all of that.
All that.
So
let
Ellie
you know
will
what
say,
you need to know.
Oh, you have 2 weeks left and you have 10 classes left on your card.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, well, I guess for the next 10 weeks, what I'm going to be doing is going to Peloton.
Right. Or if you don't have a package, on the flip side of that, say, hey, you go a lot. You can save this much money by just buying a pack. Or go unlimited.
I love that.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's so awesome. So now as an entrepreneur, right, there are times where, first of all, I love this technology. I think it's so useful. Like I'm just like, Like I want to share it with all of my friends.
Thank you.
Like immediately. I'm like, guys, you need to get this app like right now. But you can't get it right now, right yet.
No.
Right? We're like on
She works.
the cusp.
LE exists internally, but the app is being developed and the partners are being built.
Great. So like is there a timeline that you want to share? Is there
early, what year is it? Early 18?
Early 18. So
That's
it'll be
the
like
goal.
a Christmas present. It'll be like
There
a
you
New
go.
Year's present for
A new
a
year,
Year's
a new
resolution.
you.
New year, new you. And it's great for like New Year's resolutions because
Yes.
people are going to be giving like people are going to say, I'm going to sign up for all these classes and stuff like that. So I think that would be a great time to launch.
I think we're a nice balance between like consumer experience and technology and data.
Yeah.
And we want to use that information that we learn to better the user experience for both the studios and the consumers.
I totally get that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
And I love also that that's clearly like the spirit that you guys have as a team.
Yes.
So now you've pivoted,
Well,
right?
right. So we were doing the Kickstarter program.
You were doing a Kickstarter program.
Yeah.
And
Pitches
then
to work out. And before that, we did like these pages to help show off the studios, which are actually in the app, so it paid it forward.
But what I think is so great is like now you're at this point that I think you're really clear about what the pain point is and how you're solving it. And it just took a lot of innovation. It took creation, innovation, exploration,
and as a
restarting.
team, what we learned together as a team in this one space for that time has been like the most valuable thing.
Yeah.
Because
what
it's
have you learned?
determination.
What's the lesson? Oh my God.
Top secret.
I love the high five.
Everything that we learned is the expression of what we're building.
I love that. And I think, and listen, like this can really impact like relationships because it can be stressful.
We see ways to say, on a further relationship, like, hey, Mark's going to that class. You should go to that class because, you and Mark are friends.
Right.
Or somebody that you don't even know, you guys go to the class again. Maybe there's a way to build a relationship there.
Cool.
And of course, we don't know how that would work or anything, but it's like, these are possible points for the data.
Yeah. Awesome. I love it. Now, I have a private question to ask you, which is about your man bun. Because it's like, look at this. Is that not just like epic?
I've learned a lot having long hair.
I can imagine.
Like how annoying it is, principally.
Well, totally. Yeah. And I had long hair when I was a sophomore in college. And then now I'm bald.
Mine's getting there. I'm hanging on to this as long as I can, and then.
But you have a different bald than me. Like my bald was back here. I don't know why we're talking about baldness right now, but that's bald bun. I love. Yeah. So let's move into the next part of our conversation, which are our 5 questions. Kickball change, no big deal. So, 3 cities.
This one's difficult for me still.
Pray, and love.
So each one.
Yeah.
I'd say I want to go eat. Can just be worldwide.
Sure. Yeah. It's not like
how specific. It's cities, I guess.
What's your answer? It could be cities or countries.
I want to live in Bali for a little bit.
Okay, great.
Definitely think that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Would you eat there, pray there, or love there?
Pray there.
You pray there. Awesome.
Seems like it. So somewhere around there makes sense.
Yeah.
I would probably eat in. I love eating here so much.
I love it. A lot. I think everyone said eating in New York so far. Like all of our.
I think like LA is up there. I heard Berlin is some good food.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And what do you love to eat?
Because
you're very skinny, not in a bad way, like svelte. Do you know what I mean? Is it because you're actively?
I'd like to say that. I used to be very picky.
Yeah.
Terribly picky, and then I.
Were you like a chicken fingers person? Like you just ate chicken fingers?
I ate anything fried and anything sweet, and since then I've stopped.
Yeah.
And I wake up every day, fully energized, ready to take on the day because I try to not eat processed foods. I try not to eat sugars. It's great.
Awesome.
And I eat a lot of vegetables.
Yeah.
I eat primarily vegetables.
Are you like a raw foodist?
No, not raw, but I mean I love raw food.
Yeah.
But I'm fully plant-based.
Yeah.
So I don't eat meat. I don't eat dairy. I don't eat animal products.
Awesome.
And I love food.
Yeah. Good.
I love food.
Yeah. There's nothing to not love about it, And I just love that there's also like it seems like there's a consciousness about your eating.
Yes.
Too, which is I think also impacting your health. So it's like if you have a health-based app, it's kind of great that it's like a combo platter. It's not like actively just to burn off my McDonald's.
I finally got into a real groove the last 2-3 weeks. Every morning I've woken up, I've gone to McCarran Park in Brooklyn and done calisthenics, and it's been great. So pairing that with classes is maybe even stronger. I go to classes, I'm like, I'm ready to do this.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, how many classes do you go to a week?
Currently, less. But the most I was doing probably about 6 classes a week.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't recommend that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I
think with CrossFit, the most that I've done is 5. and then I'm like.
But then if you add like meditation to that, it like increases.
I think that's different, yeah. And the cool thing about your packages is not just like actively, it's also like mindfulness too.
Yes.
It's not just like, oh, I'm going to do cardio. It's not like cardio kickboxing, but it's also mindfulness practices.
There's a studio called Mindful Without Vowels, and that's one of my favorite meditation studios.
Cool.
And we're working with them to see if we can make it work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's a great. I haven't been there, but I've seen.
I highly recommend it.
Their app stuff and their
classes
websites
are great.
are awesome.
It's definitely great for if you don't really know what it's all about, but you're interested in learning what it's all about.
Yeah. Do you incorporate that into your day, like mindfulness practices with your team?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's something important to all of us. I think if we didn't, we'd all just kind of jump on each other. Not in like a negative way, but like we're all very talkative, headstrong people, and we have our opinions. But together as a team, we respect each other so much.
Awesome. I love it. I mean, and again, I just can't say how awesome I think it is that they're here, that they came to support you.
They're somewhere.
That's so awesome. They're somewhere in the world. So you didn't tell us what city you were going to love in.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something in European, Asian.
Yeah.
Let's go with Thailand.
Thailand. Awesome. Okay, great. And then you answer one of the questions, which is, do you jump out of bed or do you snooze button?
I jump up.
And you jump up. Yeah.
Because once I learned there was a snooze button, like a while ago, it just trapped me for the longest time. I finally freed myself from it.
Yeah. So you just bounce up. Yeah. I love that. And
lemon water and a banana. Every morning. Breakfast. Lemon water. Try not to like eat too early.
Yeah.
Go do some workout or something, come back, have a smoothie or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I eat breakfast.
Yeah.
So I guess I
do you do like
breakfast.
5 meals? You're like a hobbit.
I do as many meals as I can.
You're a hobbit.
You're like, I eat a lot.
I have firsties, secondsies.
My secret to skinniness is that I eat a lot.
Your metabolism is like on fire.
There it is.
Which I love. Yeah. And then, okay, so we did Eat, Pray, Love. What is the best kept secret in New York?
Lately, it seems like Boba Guys, which is a bubble tea. Do you like bubble tea?
I love bubble tea.
So Boba Guys is
Where
a place
are
that
they?
started in San Francisco.
Oh my God.
They're only in Manhattan. There's 3 locations.
Okay.
The best one, I think, is, I've only been to 2 of them, so the best one, I think, is in Greenwich Village. Or no, I don't know where it is. Don't listen to me.
I won't listen to you.
It's near Washington Square Park.
Yeah. So this is this is like one of my favorite yard experiences, right? So there's a bubble tea place. We're at the City South. We're at
Flatiron South.
I'm like City Hall South, Lower East Side.
I got here, so I know
South,
where we are.
Prospect Park South. No, so we're at the Flatiron South location, and which is just around the river bend from Flatiron North, right? And there's a bubble tea place that's right across the street. And when we were coming to do last week's, I walked in. I was thinking to myself, I had Chipotle, and I would really love a bubble tea. And I walked in, and there was bubble tea.
There you go.
Like they just had bubble tea.
That happened to me once, actually.
And I was like, I totally conjured that. I manifested the bubble tea. So what's your favorite type of bubble tea?
It's a mood thing.
Okay, but you don't do dairy.
No.
But you like the tapioca.
So love the tapioca.
Okay.
Their tapioca is not as sweet.
Okay,
so
which is good because sometimes it's so sweet. It's just like
every time I've had it, it's just perfect. It's cooked perfectly. It's worth it. Check it out. But they do oat milk. Oh. Milk from oats.
Wow.
Not oatmeal.
Oh my God, oat milk.
Yeah, so it's the best thing because like almond milk, everybody loves almond milk. But almond milk is very, for lack of a better word, almond-y. It's very, like the almond is very strong in it.
Oh, okay.
And oat milk doesn't do that.
Okay.
So try that.
Is it oaty?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I haven't had milk in a while.
Okay. I'm not a huge, so
I'm like very like used to this.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, awesome. And then what is it, if you could have any other job, what would it be?
So definitely like a travel blogger, video,
totally
something.
That. Yeah, on a long board with your man bun and your facial hair.
I love my long board. Check out the boosted board.
So hip, I love it. And tall.
I am tall.
You are tall.
Really
like
tall.
I could totally see you.
Do you know how tall I am?
Like 6'4"?
Yes. That's not fun. You got it right away.
Hi. I have a height thing. I can gauge people's height. It's like a special skill. I just made that up. I was like,
whatever is convenient, that's what I got the skills in.
Exactly.
That's how I run entrepreneurship right there.
Yeah.
You got to learn everything and just do it.
And just do it. And do you feel like you, as an entrepreneur, like in that space, right? At what point do you delegate?
When resources allow, or there's somebody better than you who's better equipped.
Because I find sometimes one of the traps is like, I'll just add onto it and I'll do it myself.
I can do everything.
Yeah, and then you're like in the weeds of like trying to learn how to do something that you can say, you know what, I think you're the person to do that.
So it's a lot of like, what needs to be done, who's attacking what,
yeah,
and does it make sense for me to do this versus the other team members?
Right.
And it's just a constant battle of like every morning, like who's doing what should we do?
Yeah, I love it. And what's your secret to success?
Dedication, drive.
I totally see that.
It's
like as a commitment. Yeah.
It's like, we were talking about it before we recorded. There's not the best like startups aren't this cool thing.
It's, oh my God. If someone would have told you it was like before, would you have been like, yes?
I knew what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't from a startup, but I helped to build a agency before. So I felt the pains of like, hey, we can't pay you this week.
Yeah.
New York City's a little harder because New York City's ready to cheer you up.
Yeah, totally. And it takes something to like wake up in the morning, like you do with lemon water and whatever, and get active and charge. And the other thing too that I'll add, as we're wrapping up, is that when people lose their activity, or their physical health, right? When that goes, everything else goes.
I can see that.
And it's an indicator that other things aren't working. So like
2-3 weeks ago, I woke up and I was just like, hey, like something's not right. Yeah. And I had to talk with her and blah, blah. Like everything happened, life happened. We went away and thought on it for a while. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not achieving the goals that I want to achieve in my life.
Yeah.
What can I do to better myself? Yeah. And then therefore better all the work that I create.
Yeah. And what you did is you cut out certain foods and you woke up in the morning when the alarm went off and you drank lemon water and then you got to, but it starts the day in a commitment to creation.
What is your secret to success? I want to flip this for a second because I want to know that.
Yeah.
I love perspective.
Yeah. My secret to success, it is a line that I was teaching a workshop in Tacoma, Washington. And in this little performance I did before, there was a little snippet that I sang.
Okay.
And one of the students came up to me and she said, I want you to sing something. And I said, I only sing show tunes. And she looked at me and she said, you do you, boo-boo.
There it is. That is definitely.
And I was like, I will do me, boo-boo. But I just love that I got permission from a middle school student to remember that at the root of everything that I do is to me be authentic, to me be who I am, and to lead with that in everything that I do.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's when I create my best work. And that's when our team creates the best work and allows all of us to be one unit moving together.
Yeah.
Because we know ourselves and we know what we're responsible for.
Awesome. So on that, we're going to say thank you so much for watching us with Let's Talk, featuring Mark and Actively, an amazing team of people.
Actively.ai. Check it out. It's a website. It's good.
It's amazing.
You can sign up.
And then we'll keep you in the loop. And then we just want to honor you guys for being such great community members here at the Yard. And we will see you. We won't see you next Thursday. Da-da-da-dam. So I'm traveling internationally.
Where are you going? Can I come? What's going on?
Sure, come with me. So I'm going to Vegas, and I'm going to Sarajevo, and then I go, I do work with the Muslim Jewish Conference, and then I go off to Denver, and then I lead at Soul Camp, which is a sleepaway camp for adults.
Sounds like a great time.
We're going to be innovating and creating here. I will definitely be back in the fall, at the end of August, beginning of September.
Until then, you're stuck with me.
You're going to have Mark leading Let's Talk. So thank you so much for watching, and always remember, let's talk. Bye. Let's talk the Yard, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about the Yard. Let's talk about the Yard.